Hey everybody, welcome back to another Slimefun filled episode with your host Boomer, and today we need to be better prepared in case we ever decide to open up another lucky block. As you guys saw, we died, and I died more than once. There's quite a few deaths you did not see. As a matter of fact, I had to go in and look and see how many times have we died through this series, and believe it or not, we're at 91 deaths. And it's just me. It's not like I'm playing with other people. I've died 91 times already. Oh, and you know what's so frustrating is that every time you die, you lose your gear and your tools, right? And your armor, it's all gone. And you know what? And I know no one's going to want to hear this, but deaths are 100% preventable 100% of the time. It's because you take an action that causes you to die. Plain and simple. Don't blame server lag. Don't blame anything else. You died. And you know why you died? It's because you suck. Well, so do I. And that's why I've died 91 times. I must royally suck. However, having said that, get better in Minecraft! That's all there is to it. No, really. There's a much better way. Until you are an expert, much better than me at least, we have a way to protect your gear, armor, and tools so that if you should die, you'll never lose it. At least in Slimefun. And that's by soul binding items to you. Let's get right into this. By the way, I'm not kidding. You guys don't all suck. I do, but anyways. So to soul bind items, you need Essence of Afterlife and a vanilla item. Meaning it hasn't been touched by Slimefun, at least in the workbench. Now, we're going to talk about a few different ways that you can craft soulbound items. And there's also been a change in the gear transformer. If your server automatically updates items, you're going to notice your gear transformer has changed and will not allow you to upgrade your gear to netherite. So well, it depends on what the gear is. If it's a Slimefun item, like what we're going to do, you'll see I've got a hazmat suit in my inventory. We're going to take this back up to netherite and soulbind it and enchant a living tar out of these things to make it one set of OP gear. Normally what you would do is take a vanilla armor, tool, weapon, whatever it happens to be, put 2 Essence of Afterlife in, and click the workbench, and a few seconds later, you get yourself a soulbound helmet. Great. Let's put that on, right? Because now that I got a soulbound helmet, if I were to die my 92nd time, oh, let's just test it, right? Let's just see what happens when Boomer gets death number 92. Guess what we have on our head? Absolutely nothing except a soulbound helmet. A little bit of lag in getting it back on there, but we kept the helmet. So if I died in lava, we'd have it still. Or any other of the ways I've died. Now, what about Slimefun, right? We said we wanted to create one heck of a scuba suit. Same recipe. Helmet in the middle, afterlife top and bottom. We click it. I can't recognize the recipe. That's because you cannot use Slimefun altered items to make a soulbound helmet in that manner. But don't fret, there is another way. We can use the soulbound runes. Or runes, however you want to pronounce it. Now, we're going to show you something, and I'm hoping this works the wrong way. So currently, we have a soulbound helmet that we're wearing. We're going to attempt, using a rune, to soulbound this one. Now, if you notice, it says drop this rune onto a dropped item to bind it to your soul. In other words, drop it on the floor. So, let's drop our helmet, let's drop a rune, and see what we get. I successfully bound this item to my soul. Great. Now what I was hoping was going to happen is I was going to say you can't do it because you already have an item soulbound. So let's try it again. Okay, well apparently it's evolving non-stop because literally 15 minutes ago it would not work. Server hasn't updated, it hasn't been restarted. I should not have been able to craft any of these, I guess. But now that it's working, hey, great. Okay. So we now have soulbound hazmat suit 100%. Let's just test that theory again. Let's give me death number 93. All right. What do we have? We still have our hazmat suit, and because it was in our inventory, the helmet was soulbound to us as well, so we kept it. So as long as it's in your inventory, you're good to go. Now, what I was expecting to happen, and maybe because I died with a soulbound item, this changed something, The last time I tried to craft a second soulbound item while I had one, it says you can't do it while holding one. So if that happens to you, just take the item off and get it out of your inventory. So for example, if you had crafted a soulbound scuba helmet and tried to make the chest plate and it said you can't craft it because you already have one item soulbound, then just take the soulbound item off, put it in the chest, come back, drop the run on the second one. So now we've got our hazmat suit. We've got a couple of choices, right? Previously, what I had done, and I think this was in episode 68 I was talking to you about, we went right over to the gear transformer. Whoops, take our helmet off. We went over here and we put in the scuba helmet and we put in 2 netherite ingots and we expected to get a soulbound netherite scuba helmet like we previously did. This is what's been altered. You cannot have your material changed, the non-vanilla. So if I put in the soulbound scuba helmet, same thing. It's now a Slimefun item. It's soulbound. So how do you upgrade? What's the magic thing that will get to do it? Well, a different machine that we have not played with, the Improvement Forge. And this is in, I'm going to make sure I get the right category here. It is in the Foxy machines. You need an Improvement Forge to craft this. It's kind of expensive. I mean, a couple carbonados, some blistering ingots, reinforced plates, and an auto enchanter. So it's kind of expensive, but well worth it. Here's why. The idea is that you can take any item with an improvement core, and this will upgrade the material. Takes 60 seconds. I throw the core in. Now while that's going, I'll show you how to craft the core. Very simple. When we're talking about the improvement core, it's 5 Damascus and 4 reinforced string, which simply consists of 5 string, 4 reinforced ingot, gives you 1. So you got to do that 4 times to get yourself 1 core. 60 seconds later, this is going to come out and it's no longer going to be made out of leather. So before it comes out, I want you to guess to yourself, because putting it in the comments won't tell me anything because everyone's going to write down netherite afterwards. Will it come out as netherite, diamond, gold, iron, emerald, chainmail? What's it going to be? What's it going to come out as? I think I know what it's going to come out as. I'm hoping it comes out as netherite. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Just to come out, hey, I've got full netherite gear right off the bat. Well, it's an improvement forge for a reason. Now, it is going to upgrade the material. It's not going to be cloth. It's not going to be leather. In a few seconds, we're going to see what we get. 3, 2, 1. Chainmail. So we've gone from leather to chainmail. So if I want to go all the way up to netherite, I got to go from leather to chainmail to iron. Then I think it goes gold, and then diamond, and then netherite. So I'm going to work through this process. I don't want you to have to sit here for 6 minutes staring at the screen. Let me work this through and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so now we finished with getting all of our gear up to netherite. So it did go from vanilla leather to chainmail. So for those of you who love chainmail, my son likes chainmail armor. You can take anything and put it in a gear transformer and you can go from leather to chainmail, which is pretty cool. Then from chainmail, it did go to iron, then to gold, then to diamond, and then ultimately it went to netherite. Now we've got a couple of options at this point. We have a full netherite hazmat suit, but we want to take it up a little bit higher than that. There are a couple of options when it comes to getting enchants now onto this. There is, as we've talked about previously, you can use an auto enchanter. I could drop in one of these and one of those, and in 7.5 minutes, I'm going to have all of that on a helmet, and then I just need to add mending. Now I tried in a plain anvil. This is another update that just recently happened. You cannot, where's my mending book? When I tried to do this, it wouldn't go through, and the error message I got is you cannot use Slimefun items in an anvil. So that's now out. You have to use a Slimefun anvil. Now the auto anvil is not what you're going to use. We can either use the enchanter or we can use the advanced anvil. So let's start first. Let's dump in that and let's dump in the mending. Okay. We now have, and by the way, this is going to cost me 100,000 joules to hit this button. Luckily, I've got, you know what? Let's be absolutely certain the network has power because I don't want this getting screwed up. I had an issue this morning. I forgot to load my infinity reactor with infinity ingots and it stopped and I was down by like 250,000. But we're good. We're going to punch this sucker. 100,000 joules. Boom. We now have a scuba helmet made out of netherite with mending. But that's not what we want. That's what we want. Oh, and that doesn't even include Aqua Affinity, right? I think it's Aqua Affinity is the one I'm going to add to that. Yeah. All right, another 100,000. Here we go. By the way, I'm wondering if there's going to be an enchantment limit at some point. Well, not yet. Let's try Aqua Affinity. Oh, wow. All right. I can't think of anything else that I would want on here. I mean, we don't... I'm not sure if there's a glowing, or I know we can put... Like, I want like a helmet that can see at night. You know, like I know Crazy Enchants, for those of you familiar with that, has glowing. I can't think of anything in Slimefun that has that. But that would be the only other thing I could think of to possibly want to add. So let's grab some more of this mending. And let's waste some electricity. Chest plate, mending, boom. And not having to wait 7.5 minutes has probably got to be the best part of this. All right, so from the chest plate, let's see, we've got Death Striders, the boots, Sweeping Edge is the sword. So this is ready to go. And again, off the top of my head, I can't think of anything else that I would need on here. So there's 2 pieces. Let's put in our boots. Again, mending. I also want Death Strider, or Depth Strider, so I can walk around. And then let's give it our protections. Okay. If there is something else in Slimefun that I'm just missing, and I know there are other things. I know there's a glowstone armor, but you can't, it's not an enchant. So I'm not quite sure how we would have to go about pulling that off to put it on another tool, you know? I don't know that that's possible. Okay, that's Sweeping Edge. So now, you ready? We have a hazmat suit that is soul-bound to us and OP'd up to the hill. And now every time I die, I get it back and I don't have to worry about how much I suck at Minecraft. Oh yes, that is so sweet. I want to look that up in a guide because I know in the armor section there are some additional pieces. For example, let's see, the cactus helmet. No, that's not what I wanted. I think it's the other armor piece, or the other is it an extra gear? Yeah, here. No, where is it? Technical? No, I know there's, and I think you guys might know what I'm talking about. There's like well, here, there's the slime boots. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. Magical armor. Okay, I don't know why I didn't see it. Armor, magical. Oh, there we go. Magical armor is over here. Here we go. So there's the bouncy. There's the ender helmet. There's the glowstone helmet. So my question is it possible to take night vision off of here? Now, it's not an enchant, so I can't imagine that we'd be able to. Would it be possible in some manner, shape, way, or form to combine a glowstone helmet and a hazmat helmet, a scuba suit? 5 glowstone and an armor forge. And that's something I'm going to need for sure. And our scuba helmet Which, okay, well, I'll tell you what. Let's first of all, let's go grab 5 glowstone. I'm curious if there's a way to even merge the two tools, and I don't think I've never seen anything that would lend me to believe that it's possible. But we're going to head over here real fast to the armor forge. We're going to craft this real fast, and then we're just going to take a look and see if any of the anvils have that ability. I don't think they do, but wouldn't that be something if you could get the effects to go over that way? Whoops. Let's just see. I don't think this one would. Yeah, I didn't think that was going to happen. Well, you know, one of the things that I get questions on a lot, and I've recently, especially in the Slimefun Discord, I keep putting this up there. If you have a question as to how something works, or if you can do A, B, and C and combine all, just do it. You want to find out if you can run things through here? Well, then put it in there. And if it says no, well, then you can't. If it works, then the answer is yes, you can. So just for the purposes, guys, real quick, we're going to bring in the anvils. So we're going to bring in the auto anvil, and we're just going to find out, just for being able to answer that question for you, if I bring in my scuba gear and my glowstone helmet, it will, does it need power? Yeah, actually it needs power. So I'll tell you what, let's hook this up to the power real quick, and then we'll find out. There's your answer. It's not going. So no, we cannot combine the glowstone helmet with our scuba helmet. I'm not even sure the anvil would know what to do. And let's go ahead and destroy this because we didn't craft it. Bingo. All right. Hey, I need my gear. That looks so much better, guys. And now it's soulbound. We are covered. Thank you so much for watching. Really washing. Boomer needs some more Diet Coke. It's still kind of early this morning. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Just so you guys know, we're really close to going live on Twitch here soon. I need to fix this global warming problem. But we're going to be doing live streams on Twitch. I'm going to try to start out with one a week and see how that goes. I'm hoping to have the next one next week. So watch for an announcement on that. But as always, when we're playing Minecraft, you've got to go boomer or you got to go home. We'll see you later.